Okay, Christelle, in your YouTube lessons, your passion for the instrument comes across. I can see that you really feel the music. Where does that come from?
Music is important. Music is a language, and I have very often found that whether you are speaking your own mother language or you're speaking another language, like right now, words betray you. When you want to convey some complicated feelings, you can spend books after books writing about this feeling like Shakespeare or this kind of thing, but you need this amount of time to transmit and to translate what you've got in your heart and in your head. The thing is, with the music, it's almost instantaneous. If you are a genius, it's straight away. You find the right note that will be evocative, that will just say to someone, this is where I am coming from. So, in order to transmit to someone else this ability, this power, teaching to someone is the best way to make the things possible for someone else to experience this particular power. To say with few notes, okay, I am sad. With few notes, oh, I am hyper happy. You see, this is so important to give the tools to someone to express that. Basically, this is the main goal of my YouTube lessons.
Sure. And when you're playing, so say you're playing Georgia on My Mind or whatever, what's going on in your mind? Do you visualize anything, or do you see the music in any way, or is it all just the sound?
In fact, I'm trying to find a middle way between being a good girl, which means, okay, I am doing the notes, I am paying attention to my bands, I am just letting the music going on, letting the time passing, and trying to try my best, basically. At the same time, I am not very far from thinking of something, thinking of someone, thinking of a past relationship, thinking of my childhood, thinking of a moment in my life that is exactly what I am thinking. Or it can be the exact moment where I am playing the music that is evocative of a special feeling. And then I am trying all my best to still be this good student, good girl, playing the bands correctly, but at the same time I'm trying to play what I've got in my mind. And then the tools that I've got, which means the natural note, the bends, the sense of the phrase, the sense of harmony, the overblows, all those things. It's just like a painter choosing the color that he wants to use. But yes, it's a combination really of being careful of the craftsmanship plus trying to say something, and to say something interesting, musical, you just need to recall feelings. It's impossible to only play the notes for the notes.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. Something has to be attached to it.
Exactly.
Music is a wonderful, wonderful thing in and of itself, but it's nothing without humanity.
Oh,
you know, we're humans. We're connected to people and to our emotions. So something has to be in it. And I was just interested because different people seem to see and feel different things as they're playing. Did you see Lee Sankey's study of brain instruments, he called it? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of quirky, but it got me thinking about, you know, the different way people kind of see things.
Yeah, I mean, we are all different, and consider this. The harmonica the diatonic harmonica is probably the most simple instrument that you can find these days, but beside the didgeridoo and this kind of thing. But you know, the conception is very, very simple. And when you come across people who have been working, truly working on this instrument for quite a while, they come up with a completely different way of playing the music, of having their own sounds, you know, their own things, and it just shows that the brain and the anchoring, the feeling of that you can express is very much different from one player to another.
Yeah, sure. So can you give us an example of an overblow?
Okay, on the hole number 4, for example.
Yeah, whole 4 would be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah, sure.
So basically, an overblow or an overbands, because there is overbands. This is the family of the overblows and overdraws. So most likely you will come across the overblow on the hole number 4, 5, 6, which are the ones that are more useful and more accessible. There is the overblow on the hole number 1, and then after that the overdraws on the other holes. The thing is, in order to do an overblow, you need to master first the natural bends. So if you take the hole number 4, for example, so be careful. Already you need to be really in pitch regarding your draw bend, because it's very easy to go the whole way and become too flat. It's too flat, so it's. And then instead of changing the position of your tongue when you bend, you just keep it that way, and then you are giving a push when you blow. So basically, the reed keep the shape. The reed keeps the shape of your draw bend, and then you are just acting to get the overblow. You have to know something. The overblow has always a tendency to be a tiny bit too flat. So you need to compensate with regular practice in order to be in pitch, basically. You see, on the hole number 6, you can actually modify the pitch on a harmonica that is not mine. This is the one of Liam. So basically. I think you can hear the change of pitch and stuff like that. So basically, yeah, when you get an overblow, you can be happy, and you should. But the thing is, in order to be accurate, you need to still work on the pitch of the overblow. This is very important.
And your intonation, your pitching, it seems very good. With the bends, you seem to be able to hear when you're going too far. Is that something you've worked on hearing, or that just happens? You can tell when it's in tune. Okay,
I have been a musician since forever. I have been playing recorder when I was 3 years old, and I've been doing that for basically my whole life. But the thing is, after a while, you just like when you're talking with someone, you understand if this person is in pain or if this person is happy and stuff. So basically, all those intonations in the voice of someone become exactly the same thing when it comes to music. So when you are hearing a note in a context of, for example, when the bass player is playing and when the guitar is out of tune, it makes me scream because yeah, there is a difference, and there is those little wave, this little conflict between the two string instruments like the bass and the guitar, that is a problem. But as a player, as a wind instrument player, when you're supposed to be on the top of the line because you are creating the melody and stuff, oh my God. If you hear yourself being a bit too flat or too high, it's impossible. You just can't do that. So you need to fix the problem. It's as well a part of your musical education. Please listen to some music, any kind of music, but listen to some music every day. Like it shouldn't have to be blues, especially. It can be classic. It can be pop songs. It can be good pop songs. It can be anything really, but just educate your ear. And believe me, it comes so fast if you really care about this.
And you mentioned the 4, 5, and 6. I kind of do a little bit of 4, 5, 6 overblow. The 1 overblow I found really difficult. Do you have a different approach to that? Is that just practice, repetition, you get it?
Yeah, it's pretty much this. Yeah, it's pretty much it. You need to practice a lot because it's not quite exactly the same thing as the other bands. It's I don't know if I will be able to get it.
Yeah, it might not be.
This one is not pretty bad.
Yeah,
but still, the overblow wants to pop up.
Yeah, you can hear it. It's on the edge.
Exactly.
Of it.
So basically, the feeling is is not much on the front. It's really much on the back, and you are using the heel of the tongue in order to compress the air, and then when the harmonica is a bit prepared, the overblow should pop up. But then again, it's just a question of practice. That's all. It's just getting a good harmonica, closing a bit the reeds, draw and blow, because it's not only the blow reed that needs to be set up. Both reeds needs to be set up, and then you just practice and it's okay. But the thing is, what is difficult is not playing an overblow. What is difficult is playing an overblow in context.
Yeah.
You see? I mean, I could probably do better, but this is really playing those notes when you want it. That makes the overblows interesting, because you are just creating all the notes that are missing.
Yeah, and the overblows or the overbends that I would call, I suppose, redundant. So say two. So is it right? You can get two to overblow, but you just get a note that you could get on a bend. Is that so?
I don't catch that.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
I just thought it was possible to get overblows on notes where it's kind of pointless in a way. So like.
Oh, okay. On 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so would you ever use them?
No, of course not.
Because it's easier on a bend or whatever.
It's easier on the bend, but I mean. Having said that, getting another band on the whole number 2 or 3, that is not useful. And by the way, you can get the same note with using a band. But at the same time, when you jam, sometimes you are. You are using the 2 Gs.
2 draw and 3 blow.
Two draw and 3 blow in order to make some effect and creating something. So maybe, I have not done that yet, but maybe one day I will find the color of an overblow on the whole number 3 interesting, and I will be able to repeat the same note with something else, or maybe. It's something that I can consider to be interesting. Any weapon that you can use, it's good.
Yeah, well, I wondered that because you're so that you kind of know so much about the instrument and do so much with it and explore all the possibilities. I thought, maybe you would
not yet.
Yeah, use one of them for because you prefer it in the context.
Yeah, but the thing is, I am still a young player.
Yeah,
I am still a 9 years harmonica player. So. There is still so many things that I have not discovered yet, but you never know. You come across, if 2 years ago someone would have said to me that I would play some Indian music or something like that, I would never say okay, that sounds interesting. But I am playing that right now. I'm studying the ragas and stuff about the Indian music, and so life is always a repetition of discovering new things. So maybe one day I will do that. Yes.
Who knows what the future holds?
Exactly.